All right, so I got to keep this one short because I got to go to work, but there's a ton of trailers that I want to talk about, so welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
It's a me,
Dario!
Woohoo! Let's go!
All right, so I finally got the P1 podcast thing to work. Not the one for yesterday, though. I gave up on that one, but we switched things up. You know, that's why we test things out, man. That's why we test things out. And so today we did something different, and so far it edited well, it exported well, and right now is currently loading on YouTube. So hopefully you'll be able to see it soon, the P1 podcast with 2 cameras, the multi-camera set. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what they think. I have issues with certain things, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I recorded a 2-camera set just by myself. It wasn't easy, and I edited it out. Oh, God, I'm tired. Anyway, so before I forget, let me just give you a quick reminder that you can listen to the podcast in the iHeartRadio app, on iTunes, on SoundCloud, on YouTube, on Podcast Addict, on Google Podcast. Everywhere that you can find a podcast, you will be able to find this one as Super Dario World Podcast. Any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can always find me at Dario the Show on Instagram, or even easier still, Super Dario World on Instagram or Facebook. Follow me on Facebook, the fan page, Super Dario World. Again, comments, questions, suggestions there. But okay, let's get into it. Let's talk. I saw a bunch of trailers, 4 specifically, that really caught my eye, and so I want to talk about them. I have to mention this. I wanted to see the trailer because I know that people asked me about it. The trailer for the next season of The Boys. The teaser already came out. Not the trailer, the teaser. But for some reason it didn't open, and so I haven't seen it. I'm aware of it. I haven't seen it. So just putting that out there because I really loved season 1 of The Boys. I'm really excited for season 2. And speaking of TV show, the teaser came out for season 2, Netflix's season 2 of You, which looks really good. If you haven't seen You, I highly recommend it. It's very interesting. It's kind of like Dexter. For those of you who don't know, Dexter is a TV show where you're in the mind of a serial killer, and so you actually the whole story is told through his perspective. You follow his perspective. You hear his thoughts, all that. Well, you're in the mind of a stalker. It's very interesting. It's one of the guys from Gossip Girl. I forgot his name, Cam Badgley or something. Cam Badgley? I don't know, but the dude's really good. The main actress is also really good. And so I highly recommend that show. I found it very interesting. It's slow-paced, but very, very interesting. Okay, so the teaser's out for that one as well. All right, so the 3 big trailers that came out. The first one is Black Widow. It came out a few days ago. And it finally answered a few questions. It answered what the hell... what part of story, what part of history this movie takes place, and apparently it's going to take place way before Endgame. So what the hell does this do to the whole separate sagas thing? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Is it going to be setting up something else? I've mentioned this before. I don't like movies that they're kind of like prequels to stuff because they tend to mess up other things. Like, people don't think about the logics of like, oh, well, they did this in the prequel movie, that means that it should have affected the second movie. However, we already saw the second movie, and we know that that's not how that works. So, I don't know. I'm a bit concerned on that aspect. Otherwise, it looks okay. I mean, it doesn't feel like a superhero movie. It feels more like it could be like an action spy movie, which is fine. Which is what I enjoyed about Captain America: The Winter Soldier, that it didn't feel like a superhero movie. It was more of a spy movie with a superhero in it. This one looks like it could be in that vein, maybe. Kind of feels a little like Hannah, but well, with a way better budget and bigger scale. I love that David Harbour's in it. And I love the memes that came out that we now know what happened to Hopper. It's great. The internet can be a beautiful place. I like that Rachel Weisz is in it, and it's rumored that here's the weird part. It's rumored that Robert Downey Jr. is going to make an appearance there, but I thought he already bowed out as freaking Tony Stark. I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm very, very confused about that. However, it looks okay. Overall, it looks okay. We still have no idea what the hell the next stage in the in the MCU will be. And this trailer did not help at all, because apparently it's in the past. But, like I said, if it's in any way, shape, or form similar to Captain America Winter Soldier, I'm all in. But we still need to see a little bit more. So, overall, they changed a lot. I'm a purist. I like when they keep things the way that they were in the comics and all that stuff, so they're logical. They changed a lot of stuff, but hopefully it's a change for the better. You know, I'm hopeful that it's changed for the better, and again, I just love that David Harbour is in there. I want to see what the hell is going on with the Red Guardian and all that stuff. But okay, that's trailer technically it's number 1, number 2. Anyway, the next trailer I saw is the new James Bond trailer, No Time to Die. That one I'm a little bit torn on, because visually it looks very good. The action sequences look very good. They're all keeping on the same theme as the Daniel Craig James Bond movies, and so that's good. I've loved the Daniel Craig movies. I think they've been really great. I think that the villains have been really, really interesting. I like that the story has been progressing. I like Christoph Waltz in there. I've been liking them so far. However, they changed director, and I think that's why the trailer has a different feel. It may not make any sense to you guys, but it's a feel thing, I guess, for me. Because it looks similar. It looks very similar. It's a very similar style. If you told me that it's the same director of photography, I'd believe it. If you told me it's the same stunt team, the same producer and everything, it's probably the same, all the same. It just feels a little bit different. Some things in the timing felt really off. But again, that's a style from one director to another. So I liked Rami Malek as the villain. I think he looked really creepy. The mask thing looks really good, really interesting. So it has a lot of potential. Honestly, if this is how they're going to wrap up the Daniel Craig saga, it looks pretty good. Honestly, it's exciting. It was exciting to watch. It got me pumped, which is what a trailer's supposed to do. It didn't tell me too much of the story. It told me enough to get me interested, and it showed off a few stunts that looked really cool. I really like the motorcycle shot, like the one where they're just it's a ramp. I thought it looked really cool. But we'll see. We'll see what the director does in this one, because, again, it's no longer Sam Mendes. And finally, this is the one that I was the most excited about, or the most surprised with. It's we finally got a Mulan trailer. Not a teaser, a Mulan trailer. This is a Mulan live action. Now, for those of you who've listened to the podcast before, I've complained incessantly about the live action Disney movies. And a lot of them I haven't seen. At least I haven't paid to see them. So I saw The Lion King, but I didn't pay to see it because I got a press pass, and that's the only reason why I saw it. But all the other ones, except the Jungle Book, I haven't seen them, because I thought it's stupid. Because they told me with Sleeping Beauty, they told me, oh yeah, it's the same movie, but just with Emma Watson. Aladdin, something kind of similar, and all of them, it's just been the same movie, but honestly, without all. To me, at least Lion King's the same movie, but without any of the heart. And any of the charm. And so I was like, stupid. I'm not going to support this. However, after seeing the first Mulan trailer, the first next one, this one I'm actually excited for. I'm actually gonna go watch this one, and I'm gonna be happy about it, because the movie looks different enough. We already know the story of Mulan, but it looks like it's different enough, a different take, that in order for it to be, that it actually looks pretty interesting. And this one doesn't seem like a bubbly, lovable cartoon. This one actually looks like it could be pretty hardcore. Well, not really hardcore, but at least a little bit darker and sadder, which is because, Mushu's not in there, and he was the comic relief, and also Mulan was a bit clumsier, a bit bubblier. Here, she looks sad. She looks sad, and I like that, because it's a difficult time. It's a time of war, a time of invasion. So I'm liking the way it looks. I love that it's going to be, it will be a martial arts epic. I'm a fan of martial arts epic. A lot of people think they look ridiculous. I don't care. I love them. I think they're great. Well, some of them are better than others, obviously, but I enjoy the ridiculousness of it. So I honestly, the only issue that I really have, my favorite part, honestly, is from the trailer that they changed the song Reflection and made it an epic. So one of my big complaints from The Lion King is that it was the same freaking soundtrack. It was the same stupid soundtrack. Well, not a stupid soundtrack, but I love the songs. But it was the same soundtrack as the original. So it's like, what's even the point? Why did you hire people to remake the exact same song? It's stupid. And so what I like here is that it's the same notes as Reflection, but it's in an epic tone. I loved it. I don't know. It gave me goosebumps when I was hearing it. I was like, oh, okay, this is. And honestly, it's what they wanted to do. It's the same thing but different, and it's a different version of it. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. So I'm looking forward to that one. Thought it looked really cool. The only thing I didn't like was the whole witch thing. I didn't feel like it needed it, honestly. I don't know why you added a witch to the middle of everything. Mulan's story was already interesting enough. A woman trying to survive in a man's world and trying to survive in time of war, deceit, where her closest friends could also turn in a second into her bitterest, into like her most dangerous enemies. It's a very interesting story by itself. Why would you add a witch to it? I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what they do with that. Overall, like I said, it looks pretty exciting, pretty interesting, and different. It's not going to be just the same old. Well, the Mulan movie is actually great. I love it. It's one of my favorite Disney movies, but this one looks like it's going to be. It looks like it's honoring the original enough, but it's going to be different enough, and it doesn't look like it's going to be a kids movie either. Honestly, it looks like it could be kind of darker, which I'm excited for. It probably won't happen because it's Disney, but a man can dream, right? Anyway, that's it. That's all the time I have for today. I'm really running late for work, but as always, thank you for listening. I might do an extra one tomorrow. I'm not sure because I took a few days off, but now I can do it whenever. Like I have the microphone at home, so I might do an extra one tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how it goes because I'm planning on sleeping a lot as soon as I can because I've been, again, doing doubles all freaking week. I'm dead. Anyway, as always, thank you for listening, and, just in case, thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great weekend.